What's your view of this? I mean, are we heading towards a gender-neutral world?
On the spot?
Towards a gender-neutral world where you can't actually say his or her or mankind or any of these things?
I think some people would like it to go that way, but I think its political correctness gone absolutely mad. I think there's always going to be a difference. I mean, you can have a single award for certain professions, but you couldn't have that in football or boxing, because it has to... How can you compare a female boxer with a male boxer? How can you compare a female footballer with a male footballer?
Harriet, look, here's the problem I have with it. It's twofold, really. One, I don't know why we're bothering with this. Everyone enjoys Best Actress awards at the Oscars. No one's complaining, but suddenly we have to change everything. Secondly, if there is one category, fewer actresses will win, just because there'll be one category. Thirdly, if there's real gender neutrality, then why don't we take it everywhere, like the Olympics? And we know the answer, because women wouldn't win anything apart from the equestrian event, I'm told. So,
yes, so women would win the equestrian event. So we know that actually when you equal out physicality, women and men are on a pretty level playing field. And physicality is a different issue.
But they're not, though, are they? I mean,
it's a different issue.
If you put the strongest, most powerful and fastest men against their female equivalents, the men would win.
But that, what we're looking at there is a purely physical issue.
But do you accept that?
Yes, absolutely,
okay.
And I'm not saying
so you accept there are really qualitative differences between men and women? I
accept there are physical differences between men and women, yes.
Do you know there are now 71 different gender options on Facebook?
I thought it was 50, actually.
No, 71, right? You can be gender neutral, you can be polygender, you can be a two-spirit person, you can be a woman, you can be bigender, cis-female, cis-woman, gender fluid, gender non-conforming, gender questioning, gender variant. I'm not making this up. 71 different ways.
How nice. And which one are you going to pick?
What is wrong with man and woman, boy and girl? What is wrong with that?
Nothing. They haven't taken man and woman off that list. They're still on that list. They're just saying that actually, if we look at it for the first time in history and say, if we didn't just have these two options, what else could we have?
Who's invented all
What else could we
But why do we need them?
Because there are people out there who are saying, actually, that doesn't feel like me. That doesn't feel like I fit in those options.
With the greatest respect to these people, who are they to change the way that men and women have been categorised for thousands of years?
But they're not. They're not.
Why should everybody have to now conform to this tiny minority who woke up one day and went, I now want to be called two-spirit person. Well, I want to be called Hiawatha. All right, that's fine. Call yourself what you like. But it shouldn't be a formal category, surely.
Why not? Why should it not? Nobody is saying you have to pick that category, Piers. You can still pick man. I can still pick woman. You have the choice.
Are we going to have a gender-neutral category at the Oscars?
I don't know, but I think
for the 69 types of genders who are not covered by Best Actor and Best Actress, do we need to have a third category?
So what was interesting about the MTV Awards was they actually went, you know what, this is open to everyone. And the reason we're doing it is because we have people saying to us, we just don't see the difference. We're not sure why it's there. The problem the Oscars have right now is that actually they're not the judging panel for them isn't probably diverse enough. So what you're going to get is a lot of unconscious bias, a lot of people voting for people who look like themselves because they know and understand it.
Kelly, you have been through an experience which is a minority experience from transitioning from one gender to another. You know what it's like when people are ignorant about that, perhaps have prejudice about it. Do you have some understanding of people who call themselves non-binary, don't define themselves as either male or women?
Society has a choice and you can choose. But, you know, you are born male or female. That's what goes on your birth certificate. I know I've had my birth certificate changed now. And I think it has to be that way. And as you grow up, you can choose. But basically, you are a man or woman, whichever way you look at it.
Why does it have to be that way? That's the thing that I question, which is why.
Well, because many people think it is. It's not why does it have to be that way. It just is that way.
What were you born?
It's just that way. I was born a woman, and I'm very happy to stay with that. But that's my choice.
But this is society gone mad, really.
I don't think it is. I think it's actually the fact that we've just never questioned it. We've never looked at it. We've never said, what if we had different options?
What does two-spirit person mean?
That's an Indian, I think.
Huh?
Actually, the Indians are called two-spirit because they actually believe you are
agender, androgynous, bigender, cis female, cis male. I can't keep up with it. Nobody can. Neutrois is apparently a gender. Hi, identify as neutrois.
Well, Harriet, why not have 3 categories? One for men, one for women, and one for people who may define themselves differently.
It's non-binary. And I think that's a great starting point. But I do think what we've got to look at is that
you think the Oscars should be, and now the winner of the non-binary award for acting goes to...
Well, why not?
Why can we
it
not
would
have-
actually recognise
Why not? Because
that
it's
category.
absolutely ridiculous.
Why can we not just have a category which is the best person in acting? Why is
Because
that?
women will lose out.
I agree they will
Or-
now, but probably
or-
not forever, and not if we talk about it
All
and
the
explain
voting will
why they lose
all the
out.
voting will be fixed.
No, but you could have.
And then there'll be a huge outcry that men were being discriminated against, etc.
but
Why
you
is
could,
the
you could
voting
have
any more
male.
likely to be fixed than
What
it
is wrong
now?
with it the way we have it? Best actor, best actress.
I'm giving up.
Kelly wants to
Why
say
do we
something.
care? Kelly?
All I'm saying, you could have a male and female, and then you could have best overall actor. But you couldn't have that in sport, to be honest. It's completely different field, as we said, in
Yeah.
sport.